So we're going to go through a little demo for how to use this bot. There are a few things that we need to cover before we actually use the bot. It is a bot that helps you identify liquid state token arbitrage opportunities. Let's break that down. A liquid state token is an auto compounding token that is, you have exposure to the underlying token. And then also the staking rewards from that token are being put back into the token and auto compounded. So that's how liquid state tokens work. The same thing for Ethereum and wrap state Ethereum. Wrap state ETH is you are holding an auto compounding Ethereum token that has auto compounded into it the inflation of Ethereum. Okay, so that's a liquid state token. And then arbitrage is sometimes this liquid state token does not trade at the same market rate as the underlying token itself. Essentially, DAtom is a receipt token. It's saying that you have the right to go unbond your DAtom and pull out however much atom is like the true value of this DAtom receipt. The problem is that in order to cash in this receipt and then get out your atom, it takes 21 days. Which is the same time that it takes if you're regular staking atom and you want to unstake your atom, the same thing, 21 days. But the benefit of holding a liquid state token is you can use this receipt token in DeFi. You can go put it on Mars and borrow against it. You can leverage the staking reward. So you can put it in Mars, borrow atom, buy more DAtom, and do the same thing we were just talking about with Max BTC and BTC. What else can you do? You can use it as collateral and then short atom on perps for a delta neutral exposure. And then you're just earning the staking reward rates of DAtom. And so there's lots of different ways to make liquid state tokens productive. The problem is that sometimes the market rate for these liquid state tokens go below the fair rate or what they should be trading for on the market. And so sometimes that means people are foreseeing maybe bearish price action because people are saying, I want to unstake and sell now because I think in the next 21 days, something bad might happen, like to the price. Or maybe people are like, I want liquidity now because I want to go buy something else. So they're willing to take a small haircut on the market price in order to go buy something else. And so almost always these assets trade a little bit lower for like fair market price. And then sometimes there are opportunities for when these assets are trading for much less than the fair market price. And you can calculate the APR that you would generate by buying these liquid state tokens and then unbonding them and waiting the 21 days. And so this is kind of like a time-based arbitrage opportunity. The opportunity becomes interesting only when you're going to earn more than just staking, because you have to assume the first step is you want exposure to this asset. So if you want exposure to Atom, or in this case, it also supports Neutron, then what are the other opportunities you can do with this asset to earn yield? So usually like the hurdle rate is just staking. And so in Atom, it's like 15%. And so we have to see, is this strategy going to outperform staking? And currently it does. And so I'm going to show you how to identify and like explain why it is outperforming that. And so you're like, okay, all of that is too complicated. I don't really understand any of that. That's why this bot now exists. And all you do is you put Atom or Neutron in this Telegram bot, and it does all of the underlying actions for you. You deposit your Atom and Neutron. It is now scanning the market prices on Osmosis, on Astroport, on Duality, for discounted prices of these D assets. When it identifies that a discount is large enough, it swaps your Atom or Neutron into the liquid state token and then unbonds it directly with Drop. And then once it's unbonded, it is claimed back to your wallet. It does all of this without you touching anything. And then it'll tell you, okay, like this ARB percentage was achieved at a certain APR. And then you can see like, wow, great. This vault is outperforming staking. At any time, you can pause the bot and then wait for all of your tokens to come back and remove all of your tokens from the bot. If you're worried about something happening to the bot itself or your tokens getting locked, you can export your seed phrase into a Kepler wallet and then just go manage it manually. Yeah, so let's like get into the flow. And so the user who might want to use this is someone who is bullish on Atom or Neutron and wants to earn higher yield than the staking rate of those two assets. Or like we talked about, you can borrow these tokens and then put these borrowed tokens in the vault. Okay, so this is a bot, Newt the Sniper bot. If you hit /start, you can see this is what we just talked about. Automatically execute arbitrage opportunities on your behalf. Great. But you can also do more. Maybe you want to do this by yourself. You're like, I don't want to put my funds in a vault. I just want to do an arbitrage on my own. Maybe you just want to do like one arbitrage and then not stay in it for a long time. So you can send alerts when there are arbs. So you say, okay, tell me when Atom is at a good discount. You can also just like put a command in to like show me the current discounted rates for the different assets, and then also show a chart. What is the redemption rate over the past couple weeks? And so all of these things are giving DeFi strategists lots of tools in order to profit on these depegged assets. Whether you're a beginner and you just want to put it in an automatic vault, or maybe you're a more advanced person and you're going to wait and identify opportunities as they come and then execute on them yourself. Okay, so let's start with like the more basic commands, which is /arb. So this shows us that Atom to DAtom, if you were to arb this right now, you would earn 22% APR. So if you're holding liquid Atom and you're bullish Atom and you want to find rewards for Atom, you can either stake it and earn like 16% APR, or you can buy DAtom and then unstake it, and that will give you annualized about 22% APR. But you have to wait about 22 days to claim your tokens. And that is because the DAtom is trading at a discount of about 1.43%. So that's how that works. And the same thing for Neutron. The staking rate for Neutron is only about 3%, or you can get 19% by buying DNTRN and then unstaking it. So this is how, like, okay, like what's the current pulse? What is the current rates of these assets? The other thing is enabling the arbitrage alerts, which there are commands for up above. And so you can add the alerts to your Telegram, or you can even add this bot to your group Telegram if you want to, and enable the alerts. So if you have like a DeFi friendly Telegram chat, you can add this bot and it will send you alerts. The other one is, let's see the Atom chart. So this is saying over the past few weeks, what has the peg been like? Okay, so it looks like at the beginning of the month, a couple of weeks ago, there was a 2% depeg in DAtom, and then it fluctuated up to 5. It's moving kind of in this 2 to 4% range, and now it's trending down closer to 0. So again, as this line trends closer towards 0, there is no arbitrage opportunity. And you would be better off just staking on your own or finding a different strategy to earn yield on either Atom or Neutron. The higher this line goes, the greater the opportunity is. If at 5% depeg, you're earning like over 60% APR just by swapping from Atom to DAtom and unbonding, or by putting your Atom into the automated vault. It would be like 60%, which is 4 times higher than the staking APR of Atom. Okay, so that's great. So now let's just go into how to set up a vault really quickly. Okay, so cool. To get started, set up your vault and start earning. Vault setup. And then we're going to view our balances. Okay, so we need to check our balance with the Newt wallet address. And so this is because the Telegram bot is going to make a wallet for you. And then we need to fund that wallet with Neutron or Atom. And then we need to move funds from that wallet into the vault. The vault is going to be the one that's going to be automatically arbitraging them. And whenever we want, we can move funds back and forth. Okay, so let's use balance to see our address, and then we're gonna deposit funds from our wallet into this Newt wallet. So this is our Newt wallet. So we're gonna put a little bit of Neutron and a little bit of Atom in here. And so I'm going to my extension on the training wallet, and I'm sending a little bit of Neutron for gas. And then I'm going to send some Atom. So our Neutron is now funded in this wallet. So there's gas on this Newt wallet to perform operations. Great. Okay, so now we have funded our Newt wallet. We have gas money. We have our $10 worth of Atom, which we're going to use to deploy into this strategy. And now we have to set up our vault. So let's go to vault, and we need to deposit. So you can see that there's 0 balance. And that's because the funds are in our Newt wallet, not in the vault itself. So we just need to move the Atom into the vault. So let's deposit. Okay, use /1 deposit 1 atom 2 deposit 1. Okay, great. Let's just copy that and we're gonna do 3.7 atom. Okay, so now we need to set the strategy because we can actually set whatever strategy we want here. It's highly customizable. So there's a default strategy. And what this does is at various thresholds, it will execute an arbitrage for you. If you want to manually customize it, then you can do that too. You can say only perform an arb if atom is more than 3% depegged. The risk there is that your atom will sit there waiting for a 3% depeg. So there's lots of strategy here and you have to decide what's best for you. But if you want to set a really high rate, it's kind of like putting a low ball. You're waiting for a rare event that will be highly profitable, but there's the risk that that event never happens. So you can customize that yourself. The regular strategy is more designed to have a little bit slowly arbitraging and then some waiting for some higher value arbs. And so now we're set. The current premium is 0.99. And so we should see this one fire off. And so about 30% 1.1 atom should automatically be swapped for D atom and then start the unbonding process through drop. But again, we don't have to touch this anymore. Now this is set up. Our strategy is set and we can come back in a few months and see what the APR was of this vault. Because remember, each process takes 22 to 23 days because it needs to then unbond through the liquid staking issuer. So that's the app. I encourage you guys to check it out. If you are bullish Atom or Neutron, so if you want yield on those two assets, this is potentially a place that you can get higher yield on those two assets. And so that is what arbitrage is. And that's how you can use this bot to either do it yourself or automate the process through the vault. Here we go. Our first Atom strategy has been triggered. The premium hit was this first one. And about 1.1 atom has been sent and used for arbitrage.